Good afternoon, dear students. I am Ms. Vandana Pai. In the lecture of the course Diploma in Human Resource Management, we will be going through the paper number 1, that is Management of Industrial Relations. In that, we are studying the unit number 3, which is entitled as Trade Union. In today's lecture, we will be focusing on objectives of trade union. Okay, see a bit revision what is trade union. Okay, after we will revise what is trade union, then we will go through the objectives of trade union. Okay, what is trade union? See, in the last lecture we have gone through it. Trade union, yes, association or an organization of members. Okay, see, trade union is an association of members. Who are those members? See, these members means employees of your organization. Okay, employees of your organization, they come together. Employees of your organization, they come together and they form such type of union, such type of association. Okay, where do they form this association? Yes, in the factory itself, in the organization itself, or in the company itself, wherever they are working. Okay, wherever they are working, in such a place, what they do? Yes, they form such association or an organization. Okay, who are the members? The members of trade union, they are the employees of that particular organization. Why trade union is formed? Yes, why trade union is formed? The motive behind formation of such type of trade union itself is to, yes, to protect and safeguard the interest of employees or the members of the organization. ओके, बघा ट्रेड युनियन काय असतं? काय आहे ट्रेड युनियन? ट्रेड युनियन एक असोसिएशन आहे. ट्रेड युनियन एक असोसिएशन आहे. कोणाची असोसिएशन आहे? एम्प्लॉईजची. म्हणजे तुमच्या ऑर्गनायझेशनमध्ये जे एम्प्लॉईज काम करतात, तुमच्या ऑर्गनायझेशनमध्ये जे एम्प्लॉईज काम करतात, ते एम्प्लॉईज जे आहेत ते सर्व एम्प्लॉईज एकत्रित येतात आणि एक असोसिएशन किंवा एक ऑर्गनायझेशन फॉर्म करतात. ओके, त्या ऑर्गनायझेशनला किंवा त्या युनियनला, त्या असोसिएशनलाच काय म्हटलं जातं? ट्रेड युनियन असं म्हटलं जातं. का एकत्रित येतात किंवा ट्रेड युनियन का फॉर्म केलं जातं आहे? ओके, कारण की जे एम्प्लॉईज आहेत, बऱ्याच वेळी काय होतं की जेव्हा ते त्यांची रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, ओके, किंवा त्यांचा जो रोल आहे, ओके, whenever they are performing their role or whenever they are practicing the responsibilities, okay, whenever they are working or performing the job, okay, or whenever they are accomplishing their task, at the time there are many of the factors, okay, which are ignored. For example, whenever they are given a particular task, at that time itself, ओके, एखादा विशिष्ट टास्क त्यांना जेव्हा दिला जातो, एखादा जॉब जेव्हा त्यांना अलॉट केला जातो किंवा एखादी टास्क त्यांना जेव्हा दिलं जातं, ओके, तेव्हा काय होतं? टास्क दिल्यामुळे, ओके, टास्क दिलं जातं तेव्हा, ओके, एक ड्युरेशन दिला जातो ते टास्क कंप्लीट करण्यासाठी. ओके, टू कंप्लीट द टास्क अ ड्युरेशन इज अलॉटेड टू दिस पीपल. बरोबर आहे, त्यांना एक ड्युरेशन दिला जातो. Now, whenever such type of time-bound task is offered or it is given or allotted to the employees, in addition to that, they require something. ओके, याच्या ॲडिशनमध्ये त्यांना काहीतरी रिक्वायर्ड आहे. काय रिक्वायर्ड असतं? येस, सम ऑफ द फॅसिलिटीज, राईट? Okay, some of the facilities are required by these people, by these employees. Okay, if such type of facilities, if they are provided to these employees, if such type of facilities they are provided to the employees, then only it is possible. Then only it is possible for the employees to perform whatsoever task you have allotted to them. बरोबर आहे. बघा, तुम्ही टास्क देताय त्यांना, पण काही फॅसिलिटीज त्यांना नीडेड असतात, काही फॅसिलिटीज त्यांना नीडेड असतात. ते फॅसिलिटीज जे आहेत, जे नीडेड फॅसिलिटीज आहेत, ते फॅसिलिटीज जर तुम्ही त्यांना प्रोव्हाइड केले नाहीत, जे नीडेड फॅसिलिटीज आहेत ते समजा तुम्ही त्यांना प्रोव्हाइड केले नाहीत, तर जे तुम्ही टास्क त्यांच्याकडनं कंप्लीट करणं एक्सपेक्टेड आहे ते कंप्लीट करू शकतात का? नाही करू शकत, राईट? ओके, सो ओके, whenever we allot a particular task to anybody, to your employees, okay, to the workers who are performing the job into your organization, who are related to your organization, okay, with the task allotment, what you are required to do? Yes, you are required to provide the necessary facilities, necessary amenities, okay, so that they can complete or perform the task in a effective manner. Baga, for example, if you are asking your employee to complete some of the task, and or for example, okay, if you asked your employee to have a communication to so and so agency, okay, or to few of your customers, okay, तुम्ही काय म्हटलं की तुमच्या एम्प्लॉईजला एक टास्क तुम्ही दिलं आहे. काय टास्क आहे की यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू कम्युनिकेट विथ so and so number of customers, okay, through social networking. ओके, तुम्ही काय टास्क अलॉट केलं आहे की तुम्ही सांगितलं आहे तुमच्या एम्प्लॉईला सांगितलं आहे की एवढ्या कस्टमर्सला कम्युनिकेट करा, ओके, किंवा ईमेल करा, ईमेल थ्रू त्यांना कम्युनिकेट करा. ओके, आता whenever we are thinking about this, or whenever we have allotted such type of task to this person, what we are required to do? Yes, ensure that you are providing that person with computer. बरोबर आहे, तुम्ही त्या व्यक्तीला कम्प्युटर दिलाय का? फर्स्ट थिंग. सेकंड थिंग, ensure that the computer is well equipped with internet facility. ओके, म्हणजे त्या कम्प्युटरला तुम्ही इंटरनेट फॅसिलिटी प्रोव्हाइड केली आहे का? बरोबर आहे. दिस इज द फर्स्ट थिंग. देन have you provided that person with other necessary facilities or necessary facts which he is requiring? फॉर एक्झाम्पल, तुम्ही काय म्हणालात की कस्टमरशी कॉन्टॅक्ट करा, कॉन्व्हर्सेट करा, कम्युनिकेट करा, राईट? दिस वॉज द टास्क given by you to your employee or assigned to your employee. Okay, now you are required to provide him the database related to customer. बरोबर आहे, कस्टमरशी रिलेटेड डेटाबेस तुम्ही त्यांना दिला पाहिजे. ओके, when you provide all these things, then only it will be easier for that person to contact with that person, with the customers. Okay, if you are providing some time bound, okay, task to your employees, then what you are required to do? Yes, you are required to Yes, assign all the facilities, amenities which are required to perform that task. ओके, जे टास्क परफॉर्म करण्यासाठी जे सर्व गोष्टी रिक्वायर्ड आहेत त्या सर्व गोष्टी परफॉर्म करणे देणे ओके तुम्ही गरजेचं आहात. So trade union is an association into your organization, the association of members of your organization, that is your employees. Okay, your employees, your workers, okay, maybe blue collar workers, maybe office bearers, that is white collar workers. Okay, all these people, they are a part of trade union. All these people, all these employees, all these workers, they are the members of trade union. Okay, now trade union has a leader. Okay, trade union मध्ये एक leader असतो. Okay, who initiate and others are the followers. Okay, एक व्यक्ती असतो तो leader असतो आणि बाकी कोण असतात, बाकी सर्व followers असतात. Okay, now okay, what this trade union does? Yes, the trade union strives harder to protect and advance the interest of its members in the workplace. Okay, means what the trade union does? Yes, the trade union aims to protect and advance the interest of its members in the workplace. Means whenever your members, that is your employees, they are working in the organization, okay, you are required to provide them with the facilities, you are required to provide them with the amenities. Okay, in addition to this, so whenever we consider trade union, what is trade union all about? Trade union is an association, okay, such a type of association in which the employees of the organization, they actively do participate into it. Okay, now why trade union is there? What is the motive behind it? Yes, to safeguard the interest of the people or the employees who are the part of the organization. Okay, to safeguard or protect their interest into the organization, such type of trade union it is established. See, prior to establishment of trade union, what was happening? See, prior to that, the employees used to be harassed by the employers, okay, or if some of their facilities, okay, the facilities or some of the basic requirements which they were needing, okay, the basic requirements which they were needing, those requirements were not satisfied by the employers. Okay, so what was happening? Only the basic pay was payable to them. Okay, the other incentives or the other facilities which are required so as to complete the task which is assigned to them, that facilities, those amenities, they were not provided to this person. Okay, and when we think about the workplace and the quality of workplace which was provided to these laborers prior to such type of formation of trade union, it was not good, it was not hygienic, okay, it was not having ventilation, is it, and it was not worth to work. Okay, so whenever trade union is established, trade union, what it does? Yes, who are these people? They are the members of the organization, that is the employees of the organization. They come together, okay, and if anyone from the members, anyone from the employees, if they think that some of the things they are ignored by the employer, okay, then what they do? Yes, they convey it to the leaders or other members of the trade unions. Okay, and these leaders of the trade unions, what they do? They further communicate with the employers in a group. Okay, and through this talk, through this conversation, okay, the issues or the grievances of the employees, they are totally solved. Okay, this is the trade union all about. Okay, so in most of the trade unions, what is done? Yes, or what the employers do, if they want to convey something to the employees, okay, if they want to convey something to the employees, okay, visiting or having face-to-face conversation with each employee, it is not possible. Many of the time it is not possible. So what they do, they directly approach the trade union and the leaders or the members of the trade unions, okay, especially the leader, okay, and they do have face-to-face conversation with this person. And if they are able to convince the leader of the trade union, if the employer is able to convince the leader of the trade union, then surely other members, that is the employees community who is prevailing or who is working into our organization, it is convinced, okay, they are convinced, okay, this happens. So nowadays if the employer thinks that the working relationship means the relationship between employees and employer, the relationship between employees and employer, okay, if they think that it should be good ones, it should be sound ones, okay, it should be harmonious ones, then what they do, they always keep in touch with the trade unions, okay. And trade union also, yes, the role itself is to actively look after the needs of the employees, to see whether employees are harassed, whether they have any grievances, they have any complaints, and whether these complaints they are unsolved, okay, or ignored by the employer, and whether, okay, the employees, whenever they are provided with such type of task, okay, whenever they are provided with such type of task or any job, any work, whenever it is allotted to the employees, do the employer provide necessary things so that he can complete the task? Is it? This all things they are seen by whom? By the trade union. Okay, in today's lecture we will be going through the objectives of trade union. Yes, we will be going through the objectives of trade union, but prior to it we are reviving what is trade union. Yes, we have gone through it in the last lecture, but still, okay, a revision is needed so that the concept of trade union, it will be 100% clear to you. Okay, now, yes, we have gone through also the meaning of trade union in the last lecture. See, trade union, they do negotiate agreements with employers on pay and conditions. Okay, see, what are the issues which spoil the relationship between employee and employer? Yes, there are different issues, right? There are different issues. For example, issues related to remuneration. Yes, remuneration or compensation which is to be payable or which is to be paid to the employee. For example, if the fair wages or the wages which are required for safeguarding the livelihood of employee, if they are not paid to the employee, then if the timely payment of the wages or salary or any remuneration, if it is not timely paid to the employee, or if the compensation on the remuneration which is required by the employee to at least meet his basic as well as some of the safety needs, if it is not paid to the employee, then the conditions of working, that is work conditions. Okay, the work conditions means whenever your employee he is working with you, whenever your employee is working with you, okay, the workplace where he is completing his task, the workplace where he is supposed to sit, the workplace where he is supposed to perform his responsibilities, whether the workplace it is suitable for him, whether it is ventilated, whether it is hygienic, okay, whether it is worth to be worked by him. If the workplace where that person is working, if the workplace where the person is working, it is not proper, it is not hygienic, it is not having ventilation, it is not having the basic facilities. Okay, you are not providing that person with the lunch break or the breaks which are needed. Okay, the short breaks and long breaks. Okay, for example, tea breaks. Okay, if you are not providing the employee with the tea breaks or lunch break, that if the working hours, that is the hours for which or the duration for which the employee is supposed to be working with you. Okay, if the duration is too long, is it, if it is too long, or you're not is it giving breaks which are needed, basic breaks which are needed for the employee, so that he can at least feel stress free. Okay, if you are not providing that person with all these things, yes, what the employee will be thinking about you? Yes, the employee, if he is not paid remuneration timely, or the fair wages are not paid to him, okay, or the wages or the remuneration which you are offering to him, if it is not enough, or if it is not moderate to satisfy his basic needs also, fundamental needs also, is it, then yes, he will not like to work with you, right? Okay, he will search for another company who will be paying him with such type of remuneration, is it? So whenever we think about employees and employer, okay, there are certain issues through which the relationship, which should be always positive between the employer and employee, it is negative. The first thing is remuneration. The remuneration which you are paying to him, if it is not good, if it is not enough, is it, if okay, it is not enough that much to satisfy your employee's basic needs, fundamental needs, okay, if he can't raise his standard of living, surely he will be going complaining, right? Okay, or what he will be thinking about you? Yes, let's change the job, right? Such a type of feeling will always be there in the minds of this person. Then yes, the another thing is work condition, the working condition. If the working condition is not proper, then he will not like to work with you. Okay, whenever your employee, he is entering into the campus of your organization, okay, whenever this person, he is entering into the campus of your company or your organization, how he feels, whether he feels to work with you or he thinks of leaving the campus. Yes, if that person enters your campus with a smile on his face, okay, with a happy mood, and surely he likes to work with you, right? He's satisfied. And if he thinks that, okay, if he thinks that the workplace is not worth to work, okay, and he now and then thinks that he should not continue to be in this campus, is it, then what will happen? Surely, yes, he will go on complaining, he will be having grievances, and to resolve his grievances, yes, whom he will be approaching? He will approach the trade union first. Okay, he will approach the trade union first. After approaching the trade union, the trade union tries to convey the issues related to pay and working conditions to the employer, okay, and the employer and the leader, what they do? Yes, the employer and the leader, they have a conversation with one another, and few of the basic requirements, few of the basic things which, yes, compulsory should be provided to this employee, those things are provided to him. ओके, काय केलं जातं बघा ट्रेड युनियनमध्ये? ट्रेड युनियन काय आहे? ट्रेड युनियन एक असोसिएशन आहे, एक ऑर्गनायझेशन आहे. कोणाचं ऑर्गनायझेशन आहे? येस, मेंबर्सचं ऑर्गनायझेशन आहे. हे मेंबर कोण आहेत? मेंबर म्हणजे तुमच्या ऑर्गनायझेशनचे जे एम्प्लॉईज आहेत, तुमच्या ऑर्गनायझेशनचे जे कामगार आहेत, त्यांचं एक असोसिएशन, त्यांचा एक ग्रुप, त्यांचा एक टीम, त्यांची एक टीम म्हणजेच ट्रेड युनियन. का ट्रेड युनियन फॉर्म करतात? बघा, ट्रेड युनियनमध्ये तुमच्या ऑर्गनायझेशनचे जे सर्व एम्प्लॉईज आहेत, तुमच्या ऑर्गनायझेशनचे जे सर्व एम्प्लॉईज आहेत ते मेंबर्स असतात. आता हे जे सर्व आहेत मेंबर्स, ते काय करतात? बघा, ते त्यांचा एक लीडर ठरवतात. आता एम्प्लॉयर जो असतो तो कोण असतो? एम्प्लॉयर इज अ पर्सन हू ऑफर्स जॉब, राईट? एम्प्लॉयर असा व्यक्ती असतो ज्याने तुम्हाला जॉब ऑफर केलेला असतो. नाव, at the initial stage, you might be satisfied with the things which are provided by the employers. एम्प्लॉयर्सने जे सर्व गोष्टी तुम्हाला दिलेल्या असतात, वर्किंग कंडिशन्स असतील, पे असेल, इनिशियल स्टेजला whenever you are fresher, at that time it might be enough for you. But as you grow on experience, you have on experience, what do you think? You think that yes, so and so facility should be provided to me, so and so things should be provided to me. If an employee having the same type of qualification, whenever he is working in so and so company, other company, or in the competitor company, he is getting so and so amount of remuneration, I should also be getting the same remuneration. Whenever you go on comparing, yes, as an employee, what you do? Yes, your demands, they are raised. And whenever your demands are raised, to satisfy these demands, what you will do? You will approach the employer, right? But directly approaching the employer, it is not good for your career, right? Directly approaching the employer, it is not good for you. Then what you can do? You can approach the trade union. What the trade union does? The leader of the trade union communicates your need, communicates your demand, or shares these things, your thoughts, with the employers. And what employers do? Employers have a good communication with one another. Employer and the trade union leader, they do have the conversation with one another. And after that, what they do? Yes, after that, they resolve on the issues, what is to be paid, what is to be given, what is very much needed, which is important, which is urgent. Considering all these things, they do finalize some of the things, and those things they are provided to the employees. Then this trade unions, what they do? They discuss major changes to the workplace, such as large scale redundancy. They discuss member concerns with the employers, accompany members in disciplinary and grievance meetings, provide members with legal and financial advice, provide education facilities and certain consumer benefits such as discounted insurance, etc. See, many of the time what happens, employees, though they have certain qualifications, but still how to manage the finance which they are getting, and some of the issues related to law, issues related to rights, they are ignorant about all these things. Means which financial investment it is good, which financial investment is not profitable, which is profitable. They are not able to finalize a judgment related to this, or they are not able to get themselves satisfied or sorted out in such type of queries. So what they do? Yes, they readily approach the trade unions. What the trade unions does? Yes, the trade union do provide legal as well as financial advice. They do provide legal as well as financial advice to whom? Yes, to the members who are approaching this organization. Getting it? Then, if the employers want to communicate some of the code of conduct of the organization. What is code of conduct? Code of conduct means do's and don'ts of your organization. म्हणजे तुम्ही तुमच्या ऑर्गनायझेशनमध्ये काम करत असताना काही गोष्टी करायच्या असतात, काही गोष्टी तुम्हाला करणं अलाउड नसतं, काही डिसिप्लिनशी रिलेटेड गोष्टी असतात, काही मॅनर्सशी रिलेटेड गोष्टी असतात, काही मॉरल्सशी रिलेटेड गोष्टी असतात. ओके, काही गोष्टी तुम्ही करायच्या असतात, काही गोष्टी तुम्ही करणं अलाउड नसतं. ओके, सो दिस कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट is also communicated with the members through trade unions. Okay, so trade union, it works as a linkage between employer and employees, is it? And yes, employees can freely share or exchange their thoughts with these people, and due to this the employer as well as employees, they feel relaxed because okay, they can freely share their views, their opinions, okay, their thoughts, and if they have certain needs, they can get it satisfied. Okay, those needs which are authenticated, which are good, which are rational, they can be satisfied. Okay, getting it? So let's see the objectives of trade union. Means what are the different reasons for which the trade unions they are formed. Okay, there are 4 objectives of trade unions. First one is to ensure security of workers. To ensure security of workers. See, workers or laborers or employees of your organization, say these people, they do carry their individual goals while selecting your job. बरोबर आहे? बघा, तुमचा जॉब जो आहे, तुम्ही जो जॉब ऑफर करताय किंवा जेव्हा तुम्ही रिक्रुटमेंटची प्रोसेस जी आहे ती कंडक्ट करत असता. Okay, whenever you are conducting the recruitment process, whenever you are selecting this employee, at this time itself, whenever you are practicing the staffing function into your organization, at this time itself, this person, okay, this worker, this employee, he does carry his individual goals. त्याचे जे इंडिव्हिज्युअल गोल्स असतात, फॉर एक्झाम्पल करियर प्लॅनिंग असेल, ओके, टू गेन समथिंग, टू अचीव समथिंग, टू बी सक्सेसफुल, ओके, and reach the standard of living. And this might be some of the goals which he carries with him while he selects your job. Now, this person, this employee, what he does, he engages himself on the continuous basis. He engages himself on continuous basis whenever he is working with you. Now, whenever this person works with you on continuous basis, yes, you also have your part of obligation as an employer, right? There are some things which you are required to do. Yes, there are some things which are obligatory to you. Yes, you are strictly required to follow some of the things. Okay, for example, okay, if your employee, whenever he is working with you, his skills, if they are obsolete, if the skills which that employee he is possessing, if they are obsolete in nature, if they are outdated in nature, what you are required to do? Can you discontinue that person? No. See what happens? many of the time the employees, they don't have, or the knowledge which they possess, the skills which they are having, they are obsolete or outdated. So what the employers do? The employers, yes, ask them to have VRS, or dismiss them, or discharge them, or fire them. Okay, which is not good, right? Which is not good. Okay, if you think that the skills and knowledge of your employee, it is becoming obsolete, then what you can do, you can arrange for some of the training and development program through which you can offer training to upgrade the skills and knowledge of this person. Okay, if you upgrade the skills and knowledge of this person, surely he will be that compatible. Okay, he will be that compatible, through which yes, through which what will happen, that person will surely match with the skill required by you for the task, for the work or the job which you are offering. Okay, so what the trade unions do, they secure the workers from job withdrawal or retrenchment or VRS. Then obtain better economic returns. See, the trade unions, they surely work harder to uplift the workers' community or the employees' class. Yes, see what happens after a time period. Okay, we know inflation rate. Okay, we are aware about it. The inflation rate, the prices of the things, the prices of goods, the prices of commodities, they go on increasing. They go on increasing. So whenever we think about hike in prices of everything which is required for the livelihood, after an interval, okay, the pay, or the compensation or the remuneration which you as an employee are paying to the employees, okay, it is not sufficient. Then timely, after some interval, you are required to change or increase the payment, the remuneration, the compensation which you are paying to your employee. At this time, what you are required to do? Yes, you are surely required to increase the remuneration of your employee. So this thing, it is conveyed by whom? This thing, it is conveyed by the trade unions to you. Okay, then secure power to influence management. Secure power to influence management. See, workers, they do have their part or their viewpoint or their perception are related to job. For example, okay, if you are finalizing some of the decisions which are directly related to the workers, for example, you want to you want to upgrade the working hours of the employees. Yes, whose working hours you are updating? Or you are changing, you are modifying the working hours of the workers or the employees. Then what you are required to do then? Yes, you are required to intimate these people, these employees, this workers community. Okay, or whenever you are finalizing some of the decisions, or whenever the decision making process, it is happening into your organization and the decisions are directly related to your workers or employees, then it is your moral duty, it is your moral responsibility to include these people into such type of decisions. Okay, you are required to mention, you are required to invite these employees if you are finalizing some of the decisions related to employees. Okay, so what the trade unions do? Yes, the trade unions, they do have power to influence the management. Okay, if the management is committing something which can be unfavorable for the workers, yes, the trade unions, they can raise voice against management, or they can conversate or communicate with the management, okay, about what is right, what is wrong for the employees. Then secure power to influence the government. Okay, see, if the working condition, the safety, welfare, security and retirement benefits of the workers and their dependents, the redressal process, whatsoever is related to government, if it is not satisfied, then directly the trade unions, what they can do, directly they can approach, yes, they can approach the government also. They can communicate with the government about all these things. Yes, they can communicate with the government about all these things, and their grievances can be redressed due to this. So the four important objectives why the trade unions they are formed: first is to ensure security of workers, to obtain better economic returns, to secure power to influence the management, to secure power to influence the government. Okay, so with this the rights of the employees, yes, the facilities which are needed by the employees, and other basic things, basic requirements which are required by the employees, they can be satisfied through and with the help of trade unions. Because who is trade union? What is trade union? Yes, trade union is an association of employees. Okay, trade union काय आहे? Employees association आहे. कोण आहेत हे employees? Employees are the working community of your organization who carry their individual goals. Okay, with the individual goals, they do strive harder to achieve or accomplish the organizational goals which you have laid down. Okay, so they try to relate the individual goals with the organization goals, and they ensure teamwork into your organization. But okay, with this they do need some of the basic facilities. Okay, they do need some of the safety facilities, okay, which you are required to provide it to them. Okay, but many of the time what happens, the employers, they are not aware, they are not aware about all these things. Okay, they only pay remuneration and other facilities they are not provided to them. Okay, in such a case what should be done? Yes, the trade unions are approached by the employees. Okay, because employees are the members of the trade unions, and what the trade union do? Yes, the leaders of the trade union, they communicate with the management or the employees, okay, related to the facilities and all the requirements of the employees, and through effective conversation and communication, all these things they are communicated, they are conveyed to the management and employers surely. Okay, if the demands put forth by the trade unions, if they are feasible and they are worth to be given, then they do give it. Is it? So with this we do conclude today's lecture. Thank you.